Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl Sin, otherwise known as Beauty by CD. Alright, so today I wanted to talk about closures and why you need a closure. This is just my opinion as a professional, as someone who would advise clients on getting closures. Okay, so people get closures because they want to protect their hair. You can be a natural girl and you want to protect your hair, not damage it from heat and styling, because you know if you do a weave and you have leave out, you know if you have any leave out, you have to press it to get straight. Over time that will pop off, so it's good to get a closure. Another reason why people get closures are because they want to have more hair fullness in appearance. So in other words, if you have thinning hair, your leave out will not cover your tracks. So if you add a closure to it, it gives you just great overall coverage. So you don't have to worry about getting glued in pieces. You know how sometimes you may have thinning hair and when you cover the tracks, you kind of like see through and you see like the line, the demarcation. And sometimes people will put a glue in track just to kind of get that covered. You don't have to do that with a closure. So it's good for thinning hair, alopecia clients. It's good for natural girls who don't want to use leave out to press it. It's good if you want to change colors. So if, like for instance, I have mostly blonde. If I wanted to just go all blonde, what I could have done was taken this and just bleached it all the way up to the roots and left no leave out and just move this up so that way the scalp, so that way the silk is touching the scalp, not the silk, this is lace. So that way it looks like it's coming out of my head as opposed to like me having a little bit of a leave out. Okay, let me get it going. So closures are really, really popular these days. I think some people don't understand the usage of it. Sorry, I just want to make sure my hair is back in place. Some people don't understand the usage of it, and that's okay because it can be a little tricky. So you should always try to get it up, you know, installed with someone who is professional, who's been trained. I don't know how many classes I've taken on closures. I like to think my closures are pretty good. So educate yourself, know what you're getting before you know, go to a stylist and you get an install. I think closures are a great way to grow your hair out. I think everyone should wear a closure if you don't want to lose your hair. If your hair is permed and you leave your leave out, it's gonna pop over time. I don't care how meticulous you are, how good you are about it, your hair may pop. If your hair has a curl pattern to it, like meaning, you know, you have a little bit of a curlier texture, it may not pop off as much, but if it's coarse, your hair, when it's permed and you straighten it, it will pop off like my hair. This is all new growth and it's natural. I perm my hair every 3 months or so. I think I want to go to the whole natural state where I don't perm it anymore, but I'm not sure. So in the meantime, I just go ahead and I do this. This is a unit, and you paint the illusion. So closures are illusions. They're pretty much there for you to create an illusion of a part. This is my real part. I left it out for a little bit more realness. And then you have your part of your closure. So I think people get crazy and think closures have to look like yours all the way. It may, a stylist can get it to look as real as possible, but nothing beats, I guess, the real ability of your own hair. But because you can get it as real as possible, they are good. Like a lot of people don't know, I guess this is a closure on my head because I do leave a little bit of my hair out. Right now it's not pressed, but it gives the appearance of real hair. I'm growing out my hair, so I have a unit on. I would not take my permed hair and bleach it blonde. Just doesn't work. This is why closure is good. So you have silk closures, which is this right here. Silk closures can really give you that really scalp-like appearance if done well. This is how one looks. It's just kind of like straight without any holes. Some people prefer this because you don't see like the little grid marks, the little holes that like this might have. And the way you get that is by manipulation. So if you want a closure and you want a silk base because you hear such good things about it, I want a silk base because it's more realistic, you can get it because a lot of people get it because of that reason. It does not have the grid marks. But again, a professional who does this all the time will know to give you the most real scalp appearance as possible. Again, it's all an illusion. It may not be perfect, but it will be a good replica. So, and then with silk bases, you don't have to worry about the braid pattern that's underneath. With a lace closure, you kind of have to worry about where the scalp is going to be. And for instance, this is the middle part. So this is my middle. I braided my hair for the middle. This is my scalp. And this is the leave out that I left out. And all I do is kind of push it in here to kind of give it that appearance. And I go. So you guys, again, it's all an illusion. It's how you treat it. I've told you who may be good for a lace closure versus a silk closure. Again, use your discretion. I can't talk today because I'm trying to get this all in before the video cuts off. Use your discretion. Choose wisely. And silk base or lace base can look very good for you on a wig or just an install. Hope this is helpful. All right, you guys, so to finalize what I was telling you guys about the closures, closures are investments. You can use them over and over. It helps protect your hair. It gives you fullness. It gives you just like versatility. You can go from a middle part, side part, alternate, you know, whatever you decide to choose is a great protective piece for anyone who wants to add a, you know, closure to like a weave install or just a unit. I'm a big fan of units because they do help grow my hair particularly. But again, you know, it's all preference and you may disagree with this video. It's my opinion. I like to try to give information so that way you have an idea or maybe I've answered your question and you can then take this video and say, you know, she made a good point. I'm going to use this closure to protect my hair, to change the color of my hair, to add fullness in my hair. You know, the options are pretty open. You know, you can do a lot of things. You can leave your closure with a little bit of hair out like how I did if you want to, or you can just totally leave no hair out, which a lot of people do, but you make sure you go ahead and you find a stylist that's going to manipulate it to that point where it looks that good. But again, it comes from people having skills and knowing how to install it. I happen to be a weave stylist and I've been trained in all of this, so I know. So definitely check out my work, Beauty by CD. My Instagram is Beauty by CD. Closures are illusions. It paints illusions to give you fuller, more beautiful laid hair, and a lot of people love the laid hair, and the way you get it is by manipulating it, you know, giving yourself a real scalp look. I'm just gonna quickly try to fill in the space here so maybe you can see. What I've done is just like kind of bridge the gap where the lace in my hair is. I made it darker, and again, it's all manipulation. I'm a makeup artist, so that kind of benefits me because I can pick the right shade for your scalp. I can color silk bases. I can pluck. You know, you just have to know what you're doing. So if your stylist doesn't know what she's doing, definitely give me a call. I am in Brooklyn, a weave stylist, a wig stylist, and I am pretty affordable. So holla. I hope this video has helped somebody. If you like what you see here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, Beauty by CD. I can't say it enough, Beauty by CD. I see you guys on my page, on my Instagram. You can leave your comments, but definitely share the video. I'll see you guys again. Sending out. Bye. Let me give you a look.